I'm joined with Keith, who is the captain of the Australia team. So, Keith, welcome to the indoor games. This is obviously not your first rodeo. So, talk to me about the way that this championship has developed since you first played.
Yeah, I guess my first one was back in Halifax in 2007, and it's obviously a lot less teams. It was only the second time it had been played. So that was a different competition where you just had two sides of the draw and everybody kind of played each other, and everyone was in the same stadium and locker rooms and things like that. So it was a really kind of tight-knit tournament, and obviously now it's grown to 20 teams, and you've got a few first-time teams this year, which was really fun seeing teams like Costa Rica play their first game, and they had their first first goal against us.
Yeah.
Which was, they were so excited about that it was, it was really nice to be a part of and see another country developing as well.
Definitely. So, any words of wisdom to kids back in Australia right now that are interested in lacrosse, if it's something they want to pursue and to be on a world stage like this?
Yeah, absolutely. I generally always describe myself as kind of like an average/mediocre athlete who, with limited skills, who just worked really hard at the game, and both learning the game but also making the most of all your abilities. So, you don't have to be the biggest, fastest, strongest guy. You can work on those things so they're not, a weakness, I guess. Gym, sprint coaches, all those type of things. But you can hit the wall with your stick skills, and I really believe that if you work hard enough and really commit to something with everything you've got, then you can take it from whatever level you want, whether it's your local club or state team or national team, and come to world championships. And I've worked pretty hard for a long time now, and it's not always fun, but I tell you what, when you get to come to world championships and play on the world stage and test yourself against other nations and the quality of players out there, it makes it all worthwhile every time.
So talk to me a little bit about the development of the sport in Australia. What does that landscape look like right now?
Yeah, look, it's a little bit tough in Australia because we don't have many, there's not much ice hockey, so we don't have many rinks to play in, so it's really limited facilities. We had box teams going back into the 70s, and then it really dropped away there for a while. And so we've been rebuilding since 2003, and I think every team's been better. Every team I've been on has been better than the last team, and I think this one is certainly the best that we've sent over. And hopefully with the win today, we finish with a 7-1 record, which is the best we've ever done. So it's headed in the right direction. But like all countries, I think outside of North America, it's always a real struggle with lacrosse. You're competing against other major sports. In Australia, it's AFL football and rugby and cricket and things like that. Yeah. So it's just competition for kids and athletes, and yeah.
So you guys have done really well thus far at the championship tournament. Any highlight games?
Highlight games. I think that Costa Rica one's got to be a highlight. It was our first to open up for the tournament, and look, we really tried to be respectful of them and not run the score up at all, and I was excited for them when they scored their first goal. I was really pleased our whole bench gave them, a big clap as well. But they were just over the moon. So I think that's probably one of my favourite ones for the tournament, actually.
Yeah. So you guys are quite the characters. I see you guys on social media all the time. I see you guys in passing. Were you guys sort of a family beforehand? We've talked about how spread out Australia is. How did you approach team bonding and really coming together?
So exactly right. We're spread all across Australia, and it's hard to get together. It's I guess a bit like Canada. It's a 4-hour flight from one coast to the other. So we had maybe 3 camps where we were all together, but we still had some North American-based players. So we always come in a bit early and play a lot of lead-up games. We played 5 lead-up games, and that's when we really get to kind of bond and stay together. But you would have probably seen a kangaroo suit. Yes. Going around, guys hopping around the arena in that, and also a blue morph suit. I'm not even sure what it is, but so we have a fine system amongst the team. I guess a lot of teams do. So just fun things. Some of it's around running late for meetings, and some it's just anything funny that we can make fun of someone for, and we read the fines out every night and hand over the suit to the next person. So.
Oh, I love that. So you have kind of a little bit of a family legacy going on your team. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's a really fun one for me. So in 2007, I played with Gordon Purdy Sr. in his last World Championships, his last Indoor Worlds. And this one, I got to play with his son, so Gordon Jr., in his first Australian team. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday to Junior. Happy birthday. But yeah, that's really cool for me to be able to kind of yeah, see that family of lacrosse. It's a big thing in Australia, I guess, in a lot of places that parents and their kids and so on all play lacrosse. But that's been fun for me, definitely, to get to kind of bookend my career with two Purdies.
Nerves, everyone's kind of rushing around, making sure everything's in place. The staff here have done a great job